Under a Rock is one of the upcoming survival games that I'm most looking forward to. And in the background, you're seeing the trailer that was originally released back in November of 2023. Now, unfortunately, since then, the only things that have been shared about the game were screenshots on Twitter and some update posts on Twitter. There's been really no video footage or anything shown. Well, that is until today. So earlier today, they did release 5 minutes of gameplay. So what I want to do is take a look at the 5 minutes of gameplay they're going to show. It's supposed to be showing off the building, which you're seeing a little bit here in the background. And I haven't watched this yet, so I'm going to give my first impressions on it. And hopefully this is a game that comes out sooner rather than later. It is supposed to be coming out on PC and consoles at some point in the future. So let's take a look at the video that was released today. All right, so this is the Isla Dodo. So the world, I believe, I'm pretty sure is procedurally generated. It says Expedition Seed 9524007. So yeah, the world is procedurally generated. In the background, there is a volcano. You'll notice a lush tropical background here or setting. And in just a second, let's see what they show here. Yeah, so now they're showing off, this is kind of like, this is going to give you the... This is like the I don't know if I want to say standard, but like this looks pretty familiar if you played any Unreal Engine games. It does give off kind of the Fortnite vibes, although not exactly, but it's an Unreal Engine game. So you can definitely see how it kind of looks very similar to the Fortnite cartoony style. But obviously it's a survival game. The water does look very nice there. And honestly, everything looks pretty crisp here. It did say it was it's 4K 60. I'm watching it in 2K because that's what my monitor is. So they found a pokey stick here and some barnacle harvesting resources on the beach. And I'm definitely curious to see, there's lots of different resources here right off the start. You're unlocking, so basically just picking up resources is unlocking different crafting recipes. We got a stone axe and a stone pickaxe, which makes sense. All right, cutting down a palm tree here. So you're getting damage numbers on there. Looks like it varies just a little bit, depending on, I guess, the hit. And the tree is falling down. Now, it didn't show the actual animation of the tree. I wonder if the tree actually breaks. Let's see if the rock shows. So the rock just straight up broke there. And that's actually quite a bit of... Oh, force. Okay. I was going to... Each hit's giving... I wonder if each hit's giving... Yeah, it is. It's giving a decent amount of stone there. And it also gave flint. So perhaps the resource collecting is pretty quick. Oh, there's a little bit of combat. Let's go back just a second there. That was just before it. Now it's right here. Just like one-shot that dodo bird. Okay. So the resource gathering looks... I mean, I don't know. They're not showing the animation of the trees, so I'm wondering if there's actual tree animation or if the trees just fall down. But the fact that you seem to get a ton of resources from the trees and the rocks is cool. All right, this is the UI. So there's lots of... let's see. What do we got over here? We got some... This is obviously the sticks. This is the stone. That looks like some type of rope. Some type of berries. We got feathers there, probably from the dodo. That was the barnacles. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's some kind of fiber or something like that. And they've unlocked a couple different recipes here. So it looks like the carry weight, you can carry up to 220 pounds. And they're currently over the carry weight, but they are moving. So it looks like I guess you can go over the carry weight and still move. Maybe it just slows you down. And then there's 22 backpack slots by default. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, 22 here. Now, again, this has like a little sack here. So I don't know if that's the actual... what you would start with, but that's a decent inventory size there, and things are stacking to 100, and actually the fiber stacking to 250. So I wonder if it's based on like weight, how much things stack up to. But the big stack sizes definitely is something that I would be in favor of, because inventory management, as many know, is a big problem, big challenge if you want to be, I guess, say it more positively, in survival games. All right, so we got, looks like general building stuff here. So they got a foundation, some walls. Different shapes here. We got the triangles. There's a window. And then we got some different roof pieces here. So let's kind of just see what this thing looks like when they start putting it together. Interactables. Workbench, campfire, a torch. We got some stool. I guess you can sit on the different things. All right, so the build menu. Oh, you can raise it up and lower it down. That's pretty cool. And you can actually build out into the water. Now, one thing they showed off way back, I think in the trailer, the original trailer... and it's definitely been mentioned, is you can actually blueprint. You're supposed to be able to blueprint a base and be able to just place the blueprint down somewhere else and just start filling it in, which is definitely cool. Okay, so they raised it up there, and now they're going to put steps, I guess. And let's see if the steps actually... Oh, they have individual steps there. That's really cool. So you can actually completely customize your builds here. You're not placing down like an entire staircase. You can place down individual steps. Definitely has a nice, I guess, island vibe. Almost like a... It almost seems like it's in a... I don't know, like Hawaiian rainforest or something like that, or maybe it's a Caribbean rainforest or Caribbean like island here. Building seems really clean. Everything's fitting together nicely. It does have different options here for the roof pieces, so it looks like you can put it together. I wonder if the water will actually come through the floor here, or if... Oh, that's a pretty cool build there. So you got different triangle shapes for the floors. Decorations. Tons of decorations. I'm wondering... I can't imagine all this stuff's unlocked right at the very beginning. Maybe it is. Maybe unlock stuff pretty quickly. Now, the other question is going to be how important is building in this game? Because there seems to be a lot of customization here. I'm wondering if... Is building just cosmetic, or will you get some type of bonus from it? Like, will you actually get like a rested bonus, a comfort bonus, something like that? Do you need to place crafting stations under roofs? Like, do you need to have your bed under a roof? And as you can see here, it looks like... I wonder if... Oh, you literally can change the colors of pretty much everything. That's really cool. All right, so you got the bed here. This looks really, really nice. Like, this is actually a few dodo hours later. Okay. Sweet. Jesus, that is... I'll be honest, like, this game, it's pretty visually stunning here looking at how this looks and what you can build in this game compared to most survival games. Like, it just looks... All the different textures here and stuff, I mean, it just looks... This looks really cool. And like I said, if you can blueprint your bases and then just kind of, like, put multiples of them down around the world and just fill them in with the resources, that's even cooler. Fire's got pretty cool effects there. Lots of furniture inside. I just can't wait for this game to come out because it's been years since I first came across it, and with there being just so little news, I know it's a small dev team working on it, so definitely don't want them to rush it to get it out. I definitely want the game to be finished and be ready when it comes out. Now, one thing I'm looking up here is, I wonder if that's health. 1,053 health, maybe, or unless it's 200 health. I don't know. Or maybe that's hunger. I don't know. There's only two bars. There's a red bar and a green bar. So one's probably health. One might be hunger / nutrition or something like that. Unless the 214 is the carry weight. Okay, so now they're going to use a crafting station, maybe? That looks like some type of spinning wheel. So we got storage chests here. Everything looks really clean. I mean... If the gameplay matches up with how nice everything looks, this could be a pretty decent survival game when it comes out. So yeah, it's under a rock. Like I said, it's coming out, so you can see at the bottom on here. It's coming to PC. It's going to be on Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation. It's going to be the Epic Game Store. I don't know what Gameforge is, but essentially it's going to be available on all the major platforms. So I'm definitely interested in it. If you found the video helpful, if you found it interesting, make sure to hit the like button. Consider subscribing for more content just like this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.